Welcome to Health Coach for Women, a podcast where we explore alternative and holistic solutions to better health and wellness through intentional living. Now, here's your host, Marsha Roopchand-Walker.
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Health Coach for Women, a podcast where we explore alternative and holistic solutions for better health and wellness. And I'm your host, Marsha. So before I get into anything, I just wanted to give you an update on the last few episodes. I've been covering thyroid health as it related to me based on my lab results. I thought it was an important topic to discuss. Wanted to do my test, and I showed you guys this last week, this Choose Health kit. The short version is I wasn't able to enter the barcode. I sent them an email, and they just said they'll send me another kit. They sent me a link to enter the barcode. I kept having trouble when I entered the barcode. It wouldn't work. Sent them an email. They said, okay, just disregard this test, throw it away, and they'll send me another one. So I'm waiting for the other test kit to come. Okay, so that's the update on that. So I have no results for you on that. I did have a Zoom meeting with my doctor. She said everything looks okay, but we can run another test. So I have to go in and do another test just to make sure. And that's the update on that. I don't have any real update, but I just wanted to give you that. So far, I don't have any results on the antibody test. All right. So now moving forward, before we get started, you know, I always have a quote for you. But first, I'd like for you to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Your thoughts are the architects of your destiny by David McKay. I like that. It's short and simple. Your thoughts are your architects of your destiny. All right. So that is what I'm talking about today. Today, I'm talking about basically vision alignment. Okay. Vision alignment. And it is basically harnessing inner clarity for a powerful manifestation for 2025. I don't know about you, but I've started working on some things that I want for 2025. And I'm not waiting for 2025, right? I'm starting the process now. All right. So let's talk about that. Understanding your vision alignment and your manifestation. So what is vision alignment? What exactly is that? What is a vision? Let's talk about a vision. Okay. So what is a vision? A vision is basically something that you see for yourself. It's this dream that you have for yourself, an idea, and it needs to be strong, right? It's not just something you just think about, but a vision is something that can benefit and serve people, right? In a major way. So and you have to be aligned with your vision, right? You have to be aligned with it. Now, does all visions tend to be something of service? No, right? But a vision is powerful because you see it's something where you're trying to reach and you're trying to reach that destiny, but there's a journey, and a vision is this state of where you want to be, right? It's where you desire to be. It's something that you see for your future, that you want for your future, right? And it needs to be aligned. But how can we align that, right? Some people may have a vision. Some people may simply daydream. And so there's definitely a difference, right? You know, because we can daydream all day long about this life and whatever it is that we desire, right? Whether you desire to be a movie star, whatever, right? Whatever that you daydream about and you desire, it can only just be a dream. A dream remains a dream when you don't take action. A vision is quite different from that. A vision is actually seeing and feeling that which you want to acquire and making it a reality, right? So your vision becomes a reality, right? And that vision can come in reality with what? With belief, right? With belief and commitment. So we got to change our mindset, first of all. is dropping those old beliefs and having a strong vision and believing and committing to what it is that you want, the outcome that you desire. Okay. And you have to be crystal clear in what it is that you desire. You have to have clarity. And so, how do you get clarity? Removing mental blocks, right? Removing negative thoughts, removing things that do not serve you, that's not going to add to your vision to help you get to where you're trying to go. So you have to be clear. And that's why it's important to understand and have clarity, right? And so that's why I titled it Vision Alignment, Harnessing Inner Clarity for Powerful Manifestation for 2025. Listen, I already discussed, right, the difference between daydreaming and having a vision. Your focused vision is focused and is so clear, right? It's clear and you get clarity. And some people may say, well, how do I get this clarity? I'm unclear, I'm unsure. Well, ask yourself, what is it that you want? Why do you want it? What happens when you achieve it? And what will be the impact? What will be, you can just ask yourself some really deep, hard questions. I'm just coming up with a few, right? So what is it that you want? What is your vision? When do you want it, right? By what time do you want? What date do you want it? Why do you want it? What makes it important? Why do you want it? Who will benefit, right? Who will benefit from it? What impact will you have? Ask yourself these deep questions that you need to be able to answer. You need to be able to answer these questions, right? And what will be the purpose of that? Who will benefit from it? Who will be around you when you achieve it, right? Ask yourself these deep questions, right? And your biggest thing is why. What's your why, right? What is your why? If you can answer that truthfully and honestly, you're on your way, right, to making your vision a reality. The power of inner clarity. How does how does inner clarity lead to external results? How does that happen? Remember, I talked about having your mind has got to be right, right? You've got to have that focus. That's why mindset is important, right? Mindset. What is your mental state, right? How do you view the world? What is your perception and view on life? How do you see your glass as half empty or half full? How do you feel on a daily basis? Are you mostly upbeat, optimistic, or are you miserable and focus on the job that you hate? Maybe you hate your job. Maybe you hate your spouse. Hopefully, that's not it. Maybe you hate your living situation. Maybe you hate where you live, right? But we can't focus on that. We need to focus on, okay, acceptance of knowing where you are right now and where you want to go. And that's why having a vision is important, because where you are now is not your final destiny. It's not your final destination, right? Where you are now, your current reality can change. So you have to be clear, right? You have to be, your vision has to be clear. It has to be crystal clear. And the importance of having mental clarity and avoiding any distractions, right? Avoiding things that will take you away from your goal, your vision, your focus, right? Of what you're trying to manifest. What are those things that you need to avoid? Negative self-talk, right? Negative self-talk, a negative belief system, right? Dropping old belief systems. How do you change that? Well, it's incorporating new beliefs, new patterns, new belief system, right? New focus, new vision with optimism, right? Optimism and belief. And what else plays a part? Emotions, emotions, okay? Emotional clarity, okay? Emotion plays a big part. And the two together can give you clarity and help remove those blocks that you have, right? Remember, people can self-sabotage, right? Self-sabotage can come from your beliefs, right? Things that you haven't cleared up yet from either your past, all right? Old belief patterns, right? What you feel and think about yourself. Are you good enough? Are you worthy? Am I enough? Can I do this? Can I really accomplish this? You have to be willing to face the truth about some things before you can move forward, right? And this is why this is important part of the piece is having emotional intelligence, right? I've done an episode on emotional intelligence, right? Um, Having emotional intelligence. How are you emotionally? Are you fit emotionally? Can you handle things emotionally when you're working on that goal and that vision that you have and it doesn't go quite well as planned? Do you crash and burn, or do you get up and dust yourself off and keep on going again? Are you ready for this vision? Are you ready for this vision? Because you may not be ready for this vision. You know, what's the saying that people want to go to heaven, but they don't want to die? You have to be ready for the vision, right? And a major piece of that is that emotional intelligence, the emotional maturity, how you handle and deal with certain situations, because everything that's put in our path is not always going to be easy. Everything that's put in our paths may come with obstacles, right? It may come with obstacles, and it's how well you maneuver and adapt and learn how to ride with the waves, so to speak, is how will determine if you are able to manifest your vision. So, things you can do. What are some things you can do for mental clarity? I always talk about meditation, deep breathing, right? Eating the right foods so that you can have clear focus, right? Eating the right foods, meditating, exercising, right? Exercising gives you energy and focus, right? Including your own spiritual rituals, whatever that may be for you, right? You're praying, whatever it is that you do, right? Getting to really know yourself and who you are, right? Getting to really know who you are is important. And that's, again, the emotional clarity. Are you one that fly off the handle every time something goes wrong? Are you one to just be so distraught over when things doesn't work out as according as how you would like them to go? You have to be mentally, physically, spiritually prepared, right? You have to be in alignment. Okay. You want to own I don't know, business, start a business. You want to become wealthy. You want to be a banker. You want to be an accountant, whatever it is that you want to do, right? In the area of finance, but you can't manage your own simple budget, right? It's not going to happen. You got to start small in what you want to do. And the first thing is managing your own self, managing your own finances, right? Being able to do that. Then when you're able to do that, then you're ready for the next step. You're ready for the next step, whatever that may be for you. Okay. You want to be a finance officer or an accountant managing people's funds, but you can't even manage your own. And I think this may have been on Oprah when she used to have her show. There was an accountant that was on, and she did things for everybody else with her accountant, but she couldn't even manage her own finances. She was in debt and stuff like that. So just imagine if she was able to. I think she was successful in what she was doing. I don't really remember. It was a long time ago, but she had to look at herself, right? What was she doing with herself? Why was she in debt? She had to be able to figure that out and work on managing her own debt. Okay.
If you are struggling with health issues like chronic pain, being held back by past traumas, or feeling overwhelmed and hopeless, please know there is hope. There is help. Transcendence, a woman's guide to healing and self-love for better health, happiness, and abundance, is a blueprint to help you get your life back and reclaim your health. Within its pages, you'll learn how to elevate your existence by shifting your mindset toward the positive, focusing your energy on what's really important, using gratitude to feel deep appreciation, changing your gene expression through epigenetics, building resilience, and living in a state of flow, feeling love overflow within. Go beyond an ordinary life. Transcend. Buy it now.
So we got to fix our house before we can build and work on somebody else's, right? We got to work on our own. We can't try to help other people unless we help ourselves, right? So if that's a part of your vision, and maybe it's not, right? Whatever your vision is, you still need to be in alignment. All right. You still need to be in alignment, and having mental clarity as well as emotional clarity will help you to remove those blocks by doing the things that I mentioned. Getting out there, connecting with nature, right? Recognizing your own flaws, right? And working through those. Recognizing your own blocks, that things that are keeping you back. Is it negative self-talk? Is it not believing in yourself? Is it not loving yourself? Okay. Is it not loving yourself? Not loving yourself enough? Not believing you? All of that falls under the umbrella, because when you don't love yourself, you don't believe you can. You don't believe you're worth it. You don't believe that you're enough. You don't believe that anything that you want to have and desire as a vision or goal is even worth it, because you don't feel worthy of it. So it's important to work through those mental and emotional blocks. Okay. We got to work on those mental and emotional blocks, right? You got to remove that inner clutter. What about your outer clutter, right? I told you guys, for me, working in clutter, when my environment is cluttered, it affects me mentally. I don't know who else is like that, but I can't take clutter. So I cannot take the clutter. My outer world does affect my inner world, right? Maybe that's why I enjoy cleaning so much, right? I can't take clutter, right? And disorganized, it just drives me nuts, and I can't be in that environment. Okay, so it's really hard for me. All right. So removing that internal clutter, right? The mental, emotional, as well as the spiritual, right? In addition to the spiritual. So where are you spiritually? You have to ask yourself the deep, dark questions and be able to be honest with yourself. No one is judging you on that. You're the only one that can see it. You're the only one that know it. Put it in your journal, right? Finding clarity again through meditation, journaling, breath work, exercise, right? All these things help you to clear your vision and get clarity, right? And get clarity. So how clear your vision is impacts your decision-making process. Know that, all right? Know that. So I already talked about some of the techniques, right? And this is what you call taking action. Taking action to improve where you are right now so you can be where you want to be in 2025. So you can start the process now. You don't have to wait till 2025, right? And I know some people may not even be, oh, my New Year's resolution, forget that, right? Well, where do you want to be in 2025, right? What would you like your life to look like in 2025? What do you desire? What is important for you most, right? What is the most important thing? If it's your health, you should be working towards that. What foods should you be giving up, right? Or which foods should you be cutting back on? What is your relationship to food, right? How does my relationship with food impact my energy levels, right? How does my relationship with food impact my focus, right? How does my relationship with food affect my body? You have to ask yourself these questions. And when you can answer them honestly, then you can be able to make a change, to make a shift. It's not always easy, right? But we need to do what we need to do so that we can benefit for the good things that is meant for us, right? And sometimes we have to do what we don't want to do, even though we don't like it, but it needs to be done. It has to be done, right? It has to be done. So taking action, be willing to take action, be willing to take accountability, right? That's important. When you can be real with yourself, and when you can be real with really accepting yourself and who you are and where you are right now, and willing to make that shift and that change. Now, when you're willing to make that shift and that change, now you are beginning to align. Now you are beginning to have cohesion, right? And so this is important. right? So making sure that we nourish our body uh, to have mental clarity, eating the right foods, right? Avoiding foods that we know are not good for us mentally, physically, as well as spiritually, right? We need to make sure that we are doing that. And it can be hard, right? And you can start out doing something as maybe skipping a meal a day. Maybe if you eat breakfast, maybe you can skip lunch, or maybe you can have a meal replacement, some type of energy shake, an energy drink, as far as like a fruit drink. I'm not talking about the energy drinks that you buy from the store that's loaded with sugar and caffeine. Your own energy drink that you made from home, creating new menus for yourself and the family, right? Maybe your goal is including more fruits and vegetables. Maybe you're good in that area. Maybe you want to now work on finding a new career, right? Finding a new career. And whatever you do good at your job, right? And focus on what you can do better, how you can do it, and focus on having a plan together and taking action steps on what you need. A less stressful job, a less demanding job. Okay. Maybe you may need to take a slight pay cut because your health is involved, right? So you got to look at your options. You got to weigh your options. Maybe you can start an at-home business, right? Maybe you have, children and you can't afford daycare, and you're having a hard time keeping a job because of your work schedule or things like that. Maybe you can start a daycare, right? You have to learn and be able to recognize your skills, your crafts, your abilities, your capabilities, and the things that you can do. And how can I make it work in my favor so that I can have the life that I want, so I can live the life that I want for me and my family? What is it that you desire? Ask yourself the deep question: what is it that I want? Again, going back to the beginning, what is it that I want? When do I want it? More importantly, why do I want it? How important is it to you? What would happen when I have it, right? What happens? Ask yourself this too. What happens when I get it? How will you feel? Remember, I talked about emotional intelligence, right? And so when you are working towards manifesting something, right? It's not just visioning it, seeing it, like creating a mental rehearsal or of a vision rehearsal in your mind. All of that is great and it puts you in a good feeling, right? But you have to feel it and know and feel and know that it's already done, right? It is already done. It is already done. Okay. You have to work on knowing that it is already done. Again, and being in alignment, the two most important things is that removing those mental blocks, self-sabotage, right? Of removing limiting beliefs, right? What we believe about ourselves, what we believe about other people. Most importantly, what we believe about ourselves, right? How do we feel about ourselves? Can we achieve such a goal? Can we accomplish such things, right? Is it possible? There's things that you may not even be aware of that's in the subconscious that's holding you back, right? And there's things that you can do for that too, right? Again, meditating, eating the right food, journaling, right? Affirmation, all of these things are great, right? They're all great to do. You have to be willing to put in the work and do the work. You have to be willing to go deep and ask yourself those deep questions, okay? And so I just wanted to talk about that because I'm working on what I need to work on for 2025. I don't want to say just yet. All right. So what I'm working on for 2025. So you may have these things that you're working on that you want to do right now. And so create a plan, right? Create a plan, create a strategic plan on what you want to do and how you want to do it, right? And guys, Chat GPT can be your friend, all right? Can help you, by asking the right questions on how you can go about a strategy, right? On what you can do and how you can do it. Come up with a strategy, a blueprint, and what it's going to take to ask ChatGPT the right questions. It can help you, right? It can help you, give you a starting point if you're confused. You don't have to pay for the monthly one, which is only $20, but you can access the free one, right? And use it to your benefit. Now, even Google generates their own AI when you can put in a question and it can give you an answer. Let technology be your friend, right? It is not always the enemy. It can be if used improperly, but we are working towards vision and manifestation, right? Vision and manifestation and removing those blocks. And how can we do that? By taking action, right? And recognizing your blocks, recognizing what's holding you back. And don't daydream, but vision and manifest. There's a difference, right? Vision and manifest. So I think I covered all in what I wanted to cover. With that, I went over the difference between daydreaming and having a focused vision. Remember, you have to be in alignment and harnessing that and what you need to do, right? The importance of mental clarity as well as emotional clarity, okay? And nourishing yourself spiritually, right? I talked about those things, and eating the right foods, nourishing the body as well. Eliminating negative talk, or eliminating yourself from a negative environment, right? Stay clear away from those things, and it could include people. So stay clear of those things from your vision. Move forward. Having self-love for yourself is important, right? This is one of the most important things, is loving yourself. Loving yourself and knowing that you are worthy and you're good enough, all right? And anything you want to achieve, it can happen when you believe and commit. When you believe and commit and change the way you think. All right? That's all. I'm going to wrap up for now. But until next time, I'm going to still give you an update as soon as I can get this new kit. I don't know why I wasn't able to put the number in. I don't know why. I mean, the kit is perfectly fine. I haven't thrown it away. I don't know why I had to do that, but okay. So I'll give you an update when I can on that. All right. Until next time, stay healthy, stay well, eliminate negative self-talk, believe in yourself, love yourself. Okay. Do that mirror exercise, right? I love you. I love you. I love you. I love myself, right? Look in that mirror. I love you. I'm worthy. I'm good enough, right? I'm good enough. I'm not my past, right? I'm not, I'm not my mother. I'm not my father. Listen, I can't cover this in just 30 minutes. Sometimes there's some deep soul work that needs to happen, right? There's some deep soul work that needs to happen. And some people aren't ready. And if you're not ready for it, then that's fine, right? And if you're not ready, that's fine. And the certain things and the way we are, our personality and where we are in life all stems from some things that we are not dealing with that's in the subconscious, right? That we choose to neglect, we choose to bury, we choose to not deal with it, right? It's buried somewhere, but it's manifested. That's manifested in our behavior and what we think and what we believe. All right. So that is all I have for you for now. I hope this was helpful. I hope you are working and striving towards, whether it's being healthy, a career change, business, whatever you're working on. I wish you the best in that. I hope that you can take heed and maybe apply one, if not all of these, to apply to your life. But all of these together will surely give you manifestation for 2025. Until next time, bye for now.
Thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of Health Coach for Women with Marsha Roopchand-Walker. If you've enjoyed this episode, please feel free to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. That helps others find the show, and we greatly appreciate it. Once again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next episode.